And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Ian Happ, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Nope, that's a ball.
That's down and in.
One strike.
Check swing, and he went. And the count's full.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swung on, belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. Right through there for a strike. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Ooh, you missed a mistake right there.
The string with the changeup struck him out. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. There's the strike, 95 of that one. That's to third, and it stays fair. Happ on his way home. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the four-hole, Michael Busch. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bybee, 26 years old, and he was a fifth-round pick in 2021. Two outs, base is empty. Outside low. Now 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Got him swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. So they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Cubs 1, Guardians coming up. Back here in Cleveland. And on the hill here today, Shota Imanaga. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Going 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
And now Kyle Manzardo. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Just missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
On the ground, right side. Horner. On to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Jose Ramirez at the plate now. That's ball 1. Just off the outside edge, and now 2-0. And that's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Two outs. Fastball in for a strike, and a count 1-1. Goes down looking. 1 left for the Guardians. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Dansby Swanson stands in. Bybee back to work. And ball one.
Ball two.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Lifted in the air, right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number one. Nico Horner will come up to hit. That's outside. 1-0. Hit in the air, right field. Noel drops into the glove. Out, number two. We see Pete Crow Armstrong now. How about this? Both of his parents are actors.
Here's a wild note on Soto. His first career home run technically happened before his major league debut. He hit the homer in a suspended game, and stats go towards the original date of the game, which means Soto hit a major league home run 5 days before he reached the big leagues.
And another ball.
One thing I forgot to mention in that story is Soto's first home run was also his first career hit, and it proved to be the game winner. Guess who they beat that day?
And that's a fair ball down the right field line. And that's going to roll a while. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Now the third baseman, Gage Workman. First pitch just misses. And downstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. A changeup missing. 3-1. Miguel Amaya waiting to hit for the Cubs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 1 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Lane Thomas. Fouled off left side. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Forget it. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Angel Martinez will hit next. Fought off foul. And now the 0-1.
Ball.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong calls it in, and there's one away. John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians. A little bit high, and that is ball one. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts it away for the out. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Solo homer to tie it for Cleveland. All even at one apiece. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And now it's Miguel Amaya. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
The 1-1. And it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
Ball
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Ian Happ up to hit. Led off this game with a double. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Late swing, foul to the left. Outside low. And a count 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one way outside. 2-2. Swing and a drive. Hap Daddy connects. Deep right field. That's back. And it's gone. Home run. A 2-run homer. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that one ripped into right. Fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So a man at first. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. There's the strike.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
There goes Tucker. Foul ball there.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Caught him looking for the K. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Tucker, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ball 1 there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. They didn't give him much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. First pitch, and he just misses. The shortstop takes the ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And there's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Cubs had 2 on this homer, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Just missed.
Nope.
That's a good pitch there.
2-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Boots it, still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery, wasn't easy following the misplay. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one pushed foul. In the air to left center. Happ on the move. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Manzardo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. It gets down a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
Just missed.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Guardians 1. Here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nico Horner.
All right, Cleveland.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Foul ball.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Crow Armstrong in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting
1
off
ball,
speed there.
2 strikes. That's in. Ball 2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Two outs, base is empty. At the plate, Gage Workman. Workman measures 6 feet 4 inches, 25 years old. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. And ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8, and the Cubs are down in order, and the score stays 3-1. Bottom 4, now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. That one misses,
that's
and that's ball 1. Swings over the top of that one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's Lane Thomas. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Inside, just missed. The Cubs up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. That one misses, and the count's full. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Thomas leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next pitch is outside. And there's a foul ball. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
2 on, 1 out. So in now for Cleveland, Jhonkensy Noel. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one fouled hard the other way. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Hey!
Next
One
offering
ball,
way
2
upstairs. Hard on the ground to first. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 4. It's the Cubs 3 and the Guardians 1. Back here in Cleveland, leading off, Miguel Amaya. Bybee back to work. And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Happ in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Activity in the Guardians bullpen. Paul Sewald up and throwing. Herron also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice grab. Throw to the pitcher. And very nicely done for the out. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Next offering is fouled back.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. That's
1
down
ball,
and in. A
2
slider
strikes.
missed. Got him looking. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Cubs are down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. Back now at Progressive Field. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. On the ground.
That's
And
foul.
it goes just foul.
You know, these Guardians just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Next pitch
Nope,
misses
inside,
inside. And that's ball 2. Inside, just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Grounded out his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is fouled back. That's a hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
1-0.
In the dirt. Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. In the air to left down the line. Happ sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. 1 for 2.
Let's go.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
All ones the count.
And a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And the 0-2. That's
Nope.
a little bit
Ball
low.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's
Ball.
off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses. And that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 3 and the Guardians 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Paul Sewald.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Nope. That's inside.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. 0 for 2 in this one. Move to first. And it dives back in safely.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next pitch is downstairs.
3 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's one. He got on to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Way out front for strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside.
2 strikes.
And that one is inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Guardians 1. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Jose Ramirez. First pitch just misses. Movement in the bullpen. Tyson Miller up and loosening in the pen. Hodge also throwing. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. In time to Busch, and Ramirez is set down. And now here is Carlos Santana. That one fouled off. The Guardians down by a pair here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Shota checks over to first, and he's back. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Thomas off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Guardians leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Nico Horner. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Andrew Walters, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's in for a strike. Aaron, in his second season, he throws a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Nobody out, runner at first. Horner on the go. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One, check swing, appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at him. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Gage Workman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First
Ball, that's
pitch,
out.
and he just misses. Herron checks the runner.
He's
Corner
safe.
back in on a dive. The 1-0.
Hey!
In the dirt,
One
blocked.
ball, one strike.
One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Squirts away a little bit. And that one is lifted in the air. Noel makes the grab. 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Miguel Amaya.
Oh, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate
Ball one.
just missed.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. And they add on. It's 5-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That one drifts inside. Happ
Ball,
lays
that's it.
off. Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Brazier.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Noel in the box again, takes a strike. Brazier is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Next offering is fouled back. That's
One
too
ball,
low. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. And it's fouled away.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
No balls, 2 strikes.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Swing Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Rocchio,
Outside,
the next
that's
to
ball.
hit, takes ball 1. The Cubbies leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
There you go.
Rocchio tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He did not go around. Oh, and he hit him.
Timeout.
He
That
had
ball got
2
right there.
strikes on him, and he hit him. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. And that one upstairs. Rocchio leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one wrapped foul. Swings and misses. Out number 3. 1 left for the Guardians. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Sabrowski. And here is Kyle Tucker. 1 for 3.
Western Cleveland.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
And now the count is even. That one ripped. Way back there. And it's off the wall, but foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
1 gone, runner at first. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. There's a strike. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in there.
Suzuki back on a dive. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rocchio calls it in, 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Swanson digs in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Snap throw to first. Suzuki back in on a dive. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 outs.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Got him looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Julian Merriweather. And the batter now, Kyle Manzardo. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. But there's no play. That's an infield single. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar, the left-hander, up and throwing. Thompson warming up as well. And that one sliced foul. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, no outs. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's in there for strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
That one at the knees for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for some.
Makes the grab, 1 down. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Lane Thomas now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Manzardo, the lead runner, out at second. Ramirez at first. 1 gone. Got him swinging. 2 away.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
So digging in, Angel Martinez. Just missed. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And another ball. John Kenzie Noel waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 aboard, 2 outs. This to third. In time to Bush. And that'll do it. 2 left on. Through 8 full. It's the Cubs 5 and the Guardians 1. All set to start the 9th in this one. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Sabrowski back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Andrew Walters getting ready to go. Junis getting cranked up as well. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
One down, base is empty. That one missing inside. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is in for a strike. And that skips into dirt. Base hit. So a man aboard, and up next for Chicago, Gage Workman, a switch hitter batting right. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Sabrowski checks the runner. And he's back in safely. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. That one finds the corner, and now it's even 1-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Fought off foul. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Runner at second here, one gone. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now the catcher up to hit, Miguel Amaya. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Popped up right side. Martinez sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9 due up in inning number 9. It's the Cubs 5 and the Guardians 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Keegan Thompson. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it's caught for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The Cubs leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses. Now 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Rocchio stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And the 1-0. Lifted to left, and that should do it. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.